Sports Group.
The Green and Gold have been searching for an answer to a power outage at first base. After struggling through 4 starting first basemen in the early part of the season, the A's seem to have found an answer in the super combo of Brandon Moss and Chris Carter. The duo have combined for 13 big flies in 29 games, and none was bigger than Chris Carter's 3-run walk-off last night.
You see how far that
was? Oakland is at 500 for the first time since mid-May and will hand the ball over to Jared Parker tonight. The rookie sensation will look to keep the winning streak rolling. Game 2 of this 3-game series, A's, Mariners, coming up next. What a great day to be at the ballpark. You could spend all day there today. The barbecue challenge going on. How about this? Oh, yeah. And then we got baseball as well. So this is a good day at the O.co Coliseum. Jared Parker will pitch tonight for the Athletics. Chris Carter, the hero from last night. It's a couple of big boys right there. Chris Carter shaking the hand of former Athletic Frank Thomas. Game 2 of the 3-game series. A's looking for win number 6 in a row. It's the A's and the Mariners coming up on Comcast Sportsnet, California. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball. Along with Ray Fosse, I'm Glenn Kuiper. Jared Parker gets the ball tonight. Ray, he's been great, and including his last start against the Boston Red Sox. It's like automatic. 7 innings, 1 run with not just Parker, but all the A's starters.
Absolutely. And for Jared Parker, no doubt, picking up a win in his last start. And, of course, he made his debut, picked up his first Major League win against the same Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. But there's no doubt, last night we saw Tommy Milone with a great changeup, and it continued to say back-to-back starters with great changeups. No doubt, Jared Parker, sneaky fastball, but his changeup, an outstanding pitch, in addition to a very good breaking ball. But every time he takes them out, you have a pretty good chance to win.
Now, the starters getting a lot of credit, well-deserved, but let's not forget about the bullpen. During this 5-game winning streak, bullpen guys have not allowed a run.
Well, Jerry Blevins, no doubt, one of the guys, the lefties in the bullpen, has done a tremendous job, as all of the guys have. But if you look what they've done, Jerry Blevins now used in situations he doesn't even want to know what Big Papi has done. Or Balfour coming in the 8th inning, shutting everybody down, just doing a great job. And how about Norberto back off the disabled list, struck out the side in last night's game. And how about this guy, Sean Doolittle, a first baseman turned pitcher. He has been throwing lights out with a fastball. And, of course, the All-Star representative, Ryan Cook, coming with a great fastball and a slider, and he deserves to be an all-star, which we will see on Tuesday.
So the pitching has just been sensational, and tonight the A's will try to make it 6 wins in a row and get over the 500 mark. They'll try to do that against the Seattle Mariners. So we'll have lineups and first pitch in just a little bit, but up next, we'll head inside the A's pregame live studios for a sports update, and then we'll come back to the O.co Coliseum for the A's and the Mariners.
Sportsnet California is brought to you by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Toyota. Check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today.
Welcome back to the Coliseum. It's the A's and the Mariners, game 2 of the 3-game series. Here's your game time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open daily. 64 degrees, very clear skies. It's another beautiful night for baseball, and Parker's first pitch to the leadoff man Dustin Ackley is the ball. So we're underway from the Coliseum.
Times it's a 7:10 game start.
7:09.
Thank you. You know, it's so rare for a much less a 7:10, but even a 7 o'clock or 7:05 on Saturday. But even Ichiro's not even leading off, so that's how weird this Saturday is. It's Ackley leading off, Ichiro hitting second. It's hit third, but tonight hitting second, but the 7:10 on the schedule, and it's just not even 7:10 yet. And here we are, 4 pitches into the game.
So 2-2 the count to Ackley. We'll give you the rest of the Mariners lineup in just a moment. Facing Jared Parker. Ackley, it's one very high, right center field. Reddick in the sunshine. He's got it, and that's out number 1. Let's look at the rest of the Seattle Mariners lineup. We saw Ackley, followed by Ichiro Suzuki, and then Saunders, Jaso, Seager, Wells, Smoke, Piguero, and Ryan.
And it is Jared Parker, 10 of his first Major League 14 starts. 1 or fewer earned runs, and he's just been fantastic and into the record books because of that. Great changeup, sneaky fastball, and he'll throw an occasional curve slider. I mean, mixes them up, but fastball and changeup, 2 best pitches.
He's been very good all year. He's been outstanding in his last 4 starts as Jared Parker.
Great changeup on 1-0 to Ichiro. Kurt Suzuki behind the plate called it. Derek Norris caught him in his last start against the Red Sox, but with the exception of 1 game in which Record caught, Kurt Suzuki has caught all of Jared Parker's starts.
So 2-2 to Ichiro Suzuki.
And 9 strikeouts up in Seattle against these Mariners in the series finale. Kevin Millwood on the mound, lasted short because of the groin injury.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So a fastball, and there's the first strikeout for Parker tonight. The defense for the Athletics has Cespedes, Crisp, and Reddick left, center, right. Inge, Hicks, Weeks, and Carter around the infield with Kurt Suzuki doing the catching. There's your hero from last night, Chris Carter. They watched a few highlight shows last night. I don't know. How could you not?
It's early part of the game, and the changeup working effectively for Jared Parker. And Saunders looking fastball first pitch. But you get a home run like that, it's going to be all over for several days for Chris Carter. And I wonder how many times they showed the, I hope, whipping cream. I hope it wasn't shaving cream. But I don't know, maybe it should just start closing the clubhouse door when the game is over. Steve Vucinich won't let anybody get out once.
It's getting dangerous?
Very dangerous. It's scary dangerous, as a matter of fact. It's messing up our microphones, too.
They don't listen to us, Ray.
What were you saying?
Yeah, I don't know. Those guys up in the booth are no fun.
I don't ever remember. Of course, we didn't have TV back then.
Well, I know where you're going.
Wasn't that much television. Payback would be very, very, very bad for somebody if you know, whipping cream pie face or something during an interview.
Yeah, could you see, like, in your day, like pieing Reggie or something?
Captain Sal. I think those veins would pop out and you say, uh-oh. No way.
They start brawling right there.
Right. Yeah, that's it. That brings up a good point. We can't wait for Josh Reddick to have a walk-off because he's been the culprit. He's been the one doing it. So.
Everybody's coming out. very close pitch. Parker thought it was a strike. Bill Welke said it was not.
Jared Parker, the follow through, a 360 and heading to the dugout, he thought, and then very calmly got the ball back from Kurt Suzuki.
3-2 pitch. Close again, missed, and it's a walk. All right, here's our Ford right choice. We're going to watch it again, and maybe again, and then maybe again. Chris Carter. It was a pinch hit 3-1. Walk-off home run, and it was a no-doubter, folks. The last time an Athletics had a pinch hit home run in extra innings to win the game, April 22nd, 1950. Paul Leaner. And he is the first rookie in Athletics franchise history to hit a pinch hit, walk-off home run. How about that?
Yeah.
Rookie, pinch hit, walk-off home run in extra innings.
And just watching the replay there and watching Josh Reddick give him the pie, and then couldn't see who at the Gatorade. But could you imagine Chris Carter just standing there and decking a guy? He comes around with a pie, and all of a sudden he's gone. He's down on the ground.
It'd be quite a post-game interview. So it was not just a game-winning home run, but an historic home run. Anytime the sentence starts with first, first time. So that was fun.
Well, considering it was a no doubt, one that as soon as the crack of the bat, ears started hurting and the ball started jumping, and Chili Davis said it might have been some blood on it. It was hit so hard it was bleeding. But Chris Carter crushed it, and well, what's so great? Chili Davis has hit a few home runs, hit 350 in his career, so he knows what it's about.
There's a line shot. Chris coming in, and he goes into a slide, and it goes past him, and it goes all the way to the wall. Saunders is going to score easily. Jaso's heading for third, and they are going to hold him up. And the Mariners take a 1-0 lead. Jaso had visions of running right through that stop sign, but Jeff Dotz, the third base coach, held them up. So 1-0 Seattle.
You think Coco lost the ball in the sun, but it looked like it was a line drive right at him. Tried to short hop it and just missed it. Got under his glove, did not have his body to block the ball, so he had to sprint back. Cespedes backing him up a little bit. Of course, as he was running, looked like the sun maybe got a little bit.
We saw Cespedes do that last night as well, and the ball went past him for a triple. So here's Kyle Seager. Single two-base error.
You can't penalize a guy for.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, because it makes it an unearned run. But that's got to be a triple all the way.
So, single E8.
Actually, Saunders should have been called out on
ain't that the truth?
2-2 pitch. But Coco didn't get a glove on it. Got under his glove as he went for the dive. Last night, Guerrero got a triple when Cespedes in the ill-advised dive in left field.
It's the same play.
Yeah, exactly. Missed it completely.
In fact, that play to Coco is probably more difficult, right? It's the line drive right at you.
Sinking quickly. I mean, neither really had a chance. They both should have played him on the hop.
2-1 changeup. Seager swings and misses. So 2-2 the count. Well, whatever we think, it's a run for Seattle.
Yeah.
So no RBI for Jaso, and he gets a single. See, that
it's right.
That's not there.
Yeah.
Seager rips one to right field. Reddick going back, spinning around in front of the wall, and he's got it. Side retired. A run and a hit, a walk, and an error for the Mariners. 1-0 Seattle after a half an inning. 1-0 Seattle. That's the line for the Beer Fest going on. And boy, what a busy day at the Coliseum. Had the barbecue challenge during the day, and there's the Beer Fest. Frank Thomas has got his own beer. So he's having a good time with the great Ace fans. Good day to be at the ballpark. Crisp, Weeks, Reddick, Cespedes, Carter, Gomes, Inge, Hicks, and Suzuki is the lineup for the Athletics tonight.
And they will face left-hander Jason Vargas. And, of course, we know what happened in his last start against the Athletics. He struck out 10. A look at his fastball, upper 80s, but he threw it like his upper 90s as he continually struck out A's hitters in the start up at Seattle, Safeco Field. So Vargas struck out 2 in the first inning.
Little blooper center field, and Coco Crisp on the first pitch he sees just kind of drops a little lob wedge out there for him.
That's all it was, wasn't it?
Here's the Mariners defense for tonight. Wells, Saunders, Suzuki in the outfield. Seager, Ryan, Ackley, Smoke on the infield. Jaso catching Vargas. Well, in that start that Ray was talking about, Vargas gave up just 3 hits to the A's. They already have one batter into the game. Not necessarily a line shot, but that's okay. First pitch to Weeks is a strike. And Vargas got in a groove in Seattle, and he had a good changeup working. Thus 10 strikeouts. It's the only time he has had double-digit strikeouts in a game this year.
Maybe only 2 in his career. Against the A's last September he had 1. And then in his start up in Seattle.
Grounded toward Ryan, who handles it, steps on the bag, and that's a double play. Sharply hit ball, but Brendan Ryan, very good shortstop, takes care of it, and that's a double play.
Well, that's 4 very good at bats by Jamal Weeks. Even though this was an out, ball hit the mound, carried him over to Ryan to make it a very easy 6-3 double play. But a couple of ground ball singles last night. Line drive out by Jamal Weeks, and this one another hard ground ball. And he's going to get a lot of hits that way.
Here's Reddick. First pitch strike. Reddick 262 with 19 home runs and 41 runs batted in. That start we're talking about by Vargas was 2 starts ago. His last start was against the Boston Red Sox, and he pitched very well in that start. 8 innings, just 1 run, and got a no decision. Pedroia homered off him in the 8th inning to tie the game. The Red Sox ended up winning 2-1 in 10 innings. So Vargas got a no decision there.
The Mariners got a run off Tommy Malone in the first inning last night. It looked like Kevin Millwood in the bullpen is going to make it hold up for a win, but the A's did tie it again tonight. Malone got a no decision. Pitched very well.
Reddick, right field, and that baby is gone.
Wow. Hey, now you're an all-star. 20 home runs, and the break starts on Monday for Josh Reddick. 17th consecutive game the A's have hit at least 1 home run. Longest streak in the majors this season. Who would have thought? And Josh Reddick on a 2-2. It looked like a changeup down and in, and crushed it.
So it's a 1-1 game. And here's Cespedes. And he rips one foul.
But down and in, we have seen Josh Reddick just drop the hammer, drop the head of the bat, missed location. Jaso wanted it away, and change up down and in. Just a question of how far it would go, and it went very far off the bat of Josh Reddick. Home run number 20 for the A's right field.
So give up 42 RBIs.
Well, how about this swing? Just nice, easy, and then drop the hit right there. In Exmo, great shot. He knew it was God. Exmo brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Thank you to Josh Reddick for that Exmo shot. No doubt. Well, back-to-back home runs, one last night and tonight. There's no doubt. Line drive, screaming line drive last night, and a high, towering fly ball for a home run tonight.
3-1 pitch is low, and Cespedes has a walk. Well, on the other side of the Reddick home run, Vargas, that is the 23rd home run he has allowed this year. That's the most in the majors.
Batting in the fifth position, first baseman.
He's done that in 117 innings.
You know, Montero caught him up in Seattle, and they were just kind of evidently working very well. But tonight, so much of a slower pace. But to give up that many home runs,
that's a lot.
That is, especially missing location. His velocity does not show any higher than 88, 89. So the changeup is a good one for him, but not in the location where he left it inside. He wanted it outside. You see a lot of lefties, and Tommy Malone proved it last night. Left-hander throwing a changeup to left-handed hitters, and that's good. But you have to throw it in the right location. You throw it down and into a lefty, and it's a changeup. He's opening up anyway because of a left-handed pitcher, and it's right in his hitting zone.
Now, he has pitched pretty well this year, Ray, but he has given up at least one home run now in 11 consecutive starts.
So the streak for the A's tonight, pretty good chance it was going to stay alive, right?
Oh, yeah, it all certainly fit. Remember, Vargas had a start in Arizona where he gave up 5 home runs to the Diamondbacks.
Well, at Arizona, do we even count that?
No.
The way the ball travels.
It's actually, you get a half a home run. He gave up 2.5.
The way the ball jumps there. The roof closed, and the heat, it's going to stay closed.
Well, with all the home run negative numbers with Vargas, he's pretty good. 7 and 7. Team that does not score a lot of runs for him. Carter fouls it back.
In a game up in Seattle, he had a 2-0 lead. He gave up a home run to Cespedes.
Right.
So that was a line drive left center that he hit there. Came out of the game. Then Johnny Gomes tied it off of Brandon Lee. So got a no decision. Chris Carter, another good swing, fouling one straight back.
Outside, 3-2. Pitch is hit hard toward third. Seager has it. Long throw across the diamond. Carter's retired. Side is retired, but Reddick with a home run, his 20th of the year. So we are tied at 1 after 1. game, top of the second inning. Reddick with a home run. Unearned run for the Mariners in the top of the first. The Wells, Smoke, and Peguero against Parker. Parker threw 26 pitches in that first inning. So that's something to keep an eye on. Line drive, right field, and Wells has a leadoff single.
Well, 95-mile-an-hour fastball to right field after swinging a miss on the inside.
All right, this is the broadcast booth's favorite moment of 2012. So that's Ray's fan club, the Fosse Posse, and look, they got the little bit of the silver gray hair. They got the mustache. That's your gang, Ray.
Yeah, even with the woman with the mustache.
It's awesome.
That's great. That woman tried to keep her mustache on. Got it glued to her upper lip.
Hey, it's good to have fans.
That's right.
They're down the right field line, so we're just keep an eye on that group. They're having a good time.
It's funny. The guy said, "What is it? Choked a polar bear."
Ray Fosse once choked a polar bear and then brought him back to life as an A's fan. That was the interview. That one's ripped down the right field line, and that's trouble. It's going to one-hop the wall, and it goes up over the wall, hits off that advertising sign, so it's going to be a double. Wells to third, so the Mariners are in business. Nothing Fosse's posse could do about that one.
No. Bounced up over the fence for a ground rule double, but just the location, not exactly where Kurt Suzuki is wanting it. Same with the fastball after Smoke missed a fastball away. This one was supposed to be inside, but left it out where he could extend his arms. So the consecutive streak is on the line now. Second and third, nobody out. The first inning run was an unearned run, so that doesn't count towards the ledger. Still a run, but there's a strikeout pitcher that Parker is. He can try to get this big guy out.
0-1 to Carlos Peguero. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Carlos Peguero.
Back-to-back changeups. Throw it again. He cannot be looking for a fastball or a changeup. He'll look for a fastball. He's swinging like he's looking for a fastball. Parker pulling the string. Looks like a fastball coming out of his hand.
Swing and a miss. 3 straight changeups. Peguero swings and misses, and that is out number 1.
Well, this is simply a case of a catcher knowing the swing of a hitter, knowing that he's looking fastball, and Parker has such a great changeup down out of the strike zone, but the deception, because it looked like a fastball, fooled him badly.
So a 1 out. And here is Brendan Ryan, the 9th place hitter. Well, Ryan not having a very good year. He's hitting just 185, but he's had a handful of big hits against the Athletics.
They're going against Jim Miller and the A's up in Seattle. Matter of fact, the game that Vargas started, 8th inning, came through with a base hit to right field to score the go-ahead run.
1-0 pitch. That's low. Good take by Ryan. 2-0. There's the starting pitcher note. There's A's great pitching notes. They're all over the place right now. Staff is doing such a terrific job, whether it's the starters, the bullpen. Of course, leading the American League in ERA, 3.39. Fewest hits allowed, fewest home runs allowed. That's low, 3-1. I think the exciting thing, Ray, and this is nothing against Colon and McCarthy, who have pitched well when healthy, but a lot of the damage is being done by young guys, first and second year guys.
Saw A.J. Griffin, of course, Tommy Malone.
3-1 pitch is bounced fair down the third base line, and that's going to bring home a pair. Ryan hustling into second, and he's going to have a 2-run double. So the Mariners grab the lead back at 3-1.
Well, he looked fastball and he got it. 94 miles per hour and right down the middle, belt high for this right-handed hitter. Almost a spectacular play by Brandon Inge. He came very close to catching the ball. The dive, he was playing up in front of the bag off the line. And of course, he comes up with it. It's an out and no runs, but he could not make the play. Even an Exmo, he couldn't do it.
He'll give Ryan his 21st and 22nd RBIs. Here's Ackley. And Ryan's taken off for third. The throw to third, and they get him easily.
Must have been so excited about driving in 2 runs, he took off even before Jarrod Parker lifted his foot. A lot of times you'll see the guy lift the foot, but he's taking off, so Jarrod Parker just simply spun towards second base and then through to third and gets him easily. I mean, I've heard going on first move. How about before the first move?
Or just going.
Just going, period.
So that is the second out.
It's like the A's with their 20th consecutive win. Luis Alicea with a base hit to tie the game. With 2 outs, he gets picked off at second.
That's right. He got
Where are you going? Yeah.
If he doesn't get picked off, who knows, right?
Yeah, Billy Koch probably gives it up.
I was going to say there may never been a movie made. Who knows? Right there at the knees. Good pitch. So 2-2 the count.
Why was that called strike against Saunders in the first? Wow. Good to see the fastball down because he's elevating some of his fastballs, the ones that have been hit in this inning.
Goes around. Suzuki throws to first in time. Side retired. But a 2-run double by Brendan Ryan. So the Mariners have a 3-1 lead going to the bottom of the second. California is brought to you by Cache Creek Summer of Luck. 500 out cash every hour from 2 p.m. till midnight. Visit cachecreek.com for details. It's part of the barbecue challenge today. That's not barbecue, folks. There may be a little barbecue on there, but barbecue shrimp. Oh, man. That looks really good. Shrimp on the barbecue.
Johnny Gomes was out there as a judge today. He enjoyed it.
Well, if there was ever data come to the ballpark tailgate, I guess you could call it. You had the barbecue challenge most of the day, and then the beer fest. Line drive toward Ryan. He's got it way out on the outfield grass. He throws, and he got him. Sensational play by shortstop Brendan Ryan. He was about 5 feet out onto the grass.
I didn't hook enough to get past him, and Johnny Gomes out of the box, and that's how far he was on the outfield grass, and still threw out Johnny Gomes, who could run. But he unloaded, and it's one of those, just throw it and hope this has the accuracy and the velocity, and he had both. Wow.
That was a tough hop as well.
It's his night, except for trying to steal third before the front foot lifted.
Well, he is considered one of the better defensive shortstops in all of baseball. Showed it there.
Well, right now, he's just going to stand in the outfield grass. He figures he can throw guys out from shallow left field.
You do not see that very often.
Wow.
But he's good enough. He can play where he wants. And he's not, as the pitch comes, walking up to the dirt either. He is staying back. Towards center field, Saunders drifts back. And that is out number 2. Here's our true story brought to you by McDonald's. Jason Vargas' career strikeout number 10. He's done it twice, both times against the Athletics. So you were right, Ray. Last year on September 26th, and then this year on June 26th. He got the win last year. In June, as we said, he got a no decision. Mariners won the game. So that's right. 2 10 strikeout games in his career, both against the Athletics. 4-4 in his career. This year, 1-0. Remember, his first 2 starts were against the A's, including in Tokyo. No secrets with him. You face the guy enough, you know what he's going to come at you with.
Well, he has the turn where he kind of looks back a little bit, and in Seattle, he's already thrown more changeups tonight in this game than he probably threw in the 6 2/3 that he pitched up in Seattle. Mostly fastballs early, stayed with the heater, both sides of the plate.
But that's the thing. I mean, it's fastballs in, fastballs away, changeups. Brandon Hicks, the hitter. 3-1 changeup, and it was a good one. 3-2.
It was a good one. There's no doubt Hicks looking for the fastball, which he should have had. Got it again.
Back-to-back changeups, and that's the first strikeout for Vargas. So he has a 3-up, 3-down inning, and it's a shutdown inning. 3-1 Mariners after 2. folks still having a good time with the Beer Fest. First pitch to Ichiro Suzuki is a strike. Ichiro struck out. It's in the first inning. How about this, Ray? Our terrific stat man Brian dug this up. Listen to this. First time in Ichiro's career that he has been in the starting lineup batting second. Reddick goes into a dive and he caught it. Sensational play by Reddick.
Well, if Ichiro's leading off, that's a double. But he's hitting second, and ball stayed up just long enough. Watch Josh Reddick come out of nowhere. Leaves his feet with Coco backing up. And that is an all-star play. He's already hit a home run. That's an all-star all the way around. 20 home runs and a great leave his feet, diving, headlong play, robbing Ichiro of extra bases. Great concentration. Used two hands. How about that? Airborne using two hands. That is special.
So here is Saunders.
So for the first time ever, huh?
It's unbelievable. Huh? Thank you very much, says Jared Parker. Well, you think about Ichiro, and he's been around a long time. Of course, he always bats first, but you would think at some point, somewhere along the line. You know, Brian dug it up, and he found out that first time ever batting second in the starting line.
What took you so long? I mean, this is second inning. Third inning? I mean, once you saw him in the lineup, you should have been digging that up.
He was still shuffling through box scores, right?
Bank of America, with the support of Clorox and the Oakland Zoo, gives deserving children the chance to come out to select A's games and receive a free A's souvenir with the Little A's program. For more information, call 510-563-2329 or visit the community page at oaklandathletics.com. Brian, great job. Great job. Somewhere BI is saying, I knew that all along. No.
Yeah. They worked in unison. 4 strikeouts now for Parker. And it's the kind of changeup, even if you know it's coming, you may not hit it. Jaso hit the ball in the first inning that went past Coco Crisp. Ended up being a single and an error, and Saunders came all the way around to score. The ball rolled all the way to the center field wall. That one just a bit low. So the count 3-1. So was looking for a 3-1 fastball, and he got it. Fouled it back.
Pretty good swing by Jaso, especially opening up his stance initially and then closing up. And boy, puts a lot behind the swing, especially when he does get the fastball that he's looking for. Exaggerated open stance, and watch how quickly closes up with a lot of oomph towards it. There's a changeup. Figured that was coming.
So strikeout number 5 for Parker as he has his first 3-up, 3-down inning. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Wendy's Chili Cheese Fries. Now, that's a better way to satisfy your late night hunger cravings. Wendy's, better later. Oh, boy. Look at those ribs. It's making me hungry. Suzuki leading it off, followed by Crisp and Weeks here in the bottom of the third. A's trailing 3-1. Vargas with 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And the A's run came on a Reddick home run. Fastball just a bit low. You're struggling, Ray. You got to go out there and show them.
Just grow one. You don't have to worry about holding it on. Just grow it.
See, what I just realized as I was looking out there is that center field Saunders going back, and he's got room. Is the sign that they have that says Fosse Posse, and then there's a kind of a picture on it, and you got to look close. But what it is it's just your hair and the mustache. See, no face, just the hair and the mustache.
But they made that sign when the hair was dark.
Number 4, Coco.
That is awesome.
That's
Good fans.
Yeah, that is good.
They like you, right?
Thank you, fans.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very nice.
So top of the order in Coco Crisp.
Could have gotten better seats than that, though, if they just asked.
There's a base hit to left field.
2 pitches to Coco, 2 hits. A bloop and a blast. A bloop the first time. This one a much harder base hit. Lifted the front foot, got it down, top hand over the head of Seager. A chance for him, and Coco with a 1-out hit. His average was what, about 50, buck 60, and he's approaching 230 with a couple of hits tonight.
First pitch to Jamal Weeks. Weeks hit into a 6-3 double play in the first inning.
As Jamal told us, these two guys make it happen, whether it's Coco leading off, Jamal second, or vice versa, which is what happened at the beginning of the season. This is a great combination. They get on base. They do make things happen, especially in part of the middle part of the batting order.
And Weeks lines it off of Seager's glove. Ryan picks it up, tries to pick it up. He got it the second time, but not the first time, and the A's have first and second with 1 out. So it went off Seager's glove and then trickled toward Ryan, and he tried to barehand it.
Well, if he cleanly came up with it with the bare hand, probably would have gotten Coco. Coco had to freeze because this ball looked like it was in the glove of Seager. It was off the tip, and Ryan backing up, and surprised he didn't make the play considering what he has done already tonight. But Seager couldn't handle it, and neither could Ryan, and the A's first and second, 1 out.
So here's Reddick.
But he doesn't get a changeup down and in against this time.
It's a fastball right there, first strike.
That's good base running by Coco Crisp. Line drive, he knows that it's caught. He does not want to be doubled up. Then he has to hurry, hustle to get second base. Get his teammate a base hit. Keep the inning going with first and second. Well, that's a smart move by Vargas because he knows speed on the base paths. If Coco gets a jump, Jamal is going to be right behind him. Except there is a left-handed hitter, but Seager way off the line at third. Long way from third base.
Reddick bounces it right toward the second baseman, and that's a double play. So second double play the A's have hit into, and that ends the bottom of the third. We're headed to the fourth. Mariners 3 and the A's 1. Stars align for the 2012 Major League Baseball All-Star Game as the best of the American League take on the National League's top players. Don't miss the action this Tuesday, July 10th at 4:30. Ryan Cook is going, and the manager is going. He's going to be on Ron Washington's staff, so good luck to those two gentlemen. They'll try to help win it for the American League, get home field advantage in the World Series.
Ryan Cook said he is not going to be concerned about the heat in Kansas City. He will enjoy every second of it. And he said he's also going to learn as much as he can, talking to the other 12 pitchers who are going to be in attendance. And I said the hitters will also be talking to you because they'll try to find out how you get guys out. And you shouldn't tell those guys.
Yeah.
It's not a good idea.
The 2-1 to Seager, who hit a long fly ball to right field. Reddick caught it near the wall. Up and away, 3-1. Foul ball left side.
An easy 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Seager maybe swung at ball 4, but because Parker's thrown so many changeups, 3-1, 3-2, hitters cannot be as aggressive as they might think because Parker has such a great changeup. There it is.
Out front, Reddick, Weeks, Carter, and Reddick's on the move, and he makes the catch right in the bullpen of the Mariners. So Seager is retired.
Chris Carter realized a lot of foul territory is going to be tough for him to get to the ball. So in comes the man, Josh Reddick, hustling and avoids the bullpen of the Mariners and kind of curls away from him so there's no collision. Rob Etro to start last inning and makes a good play in foul territory on this one.
One out for Casper Wells, who started the 2-run second inning with a leadoff single. He got a fastball, fouls it to the backstop. The Rangers and the Twins are tied 3-3 in the 10th inning in Arlington. Texas Rangers trying to break a 5-game losing streak. Changeup and a good one, 1-2. And the Orioles and the Angels are underway. No score in the 3rd inning. Hamill for the Orioles, Weaver for the Angels. That's the 3rd game of a 4-game series. Teams have split the first 2. Angels now 4 back of Texas, so they have tried to take advantage of the 5-game losing streak. They really haven't a lot. The A's actually have, because the A's, as the Rangers were losing 5 in a row, the A's won 5 in a row. And I'm telling you, that's the way it always happens. Teams pick up or lose games either very fast, you win, or very fast you fall back.
And the important thing for the A's is to sustain the nice winning streak. Yep.
Left field, headed for the corner, and that baby's gone. Casper Wells has homered, and it's 4-1 Seattle.
You can see the swing last out off Tommy Malone, the base hit to right field on the fastball this time. 3-2 fastball, and that's the problem for Tommy or Jared Parker tonight. And that he's fallen behind and he cannot keep going to the changeup. He did it to Jaso. Seager got a changeup, hit it to the warning track, and then this one a fastball right down the middle. So get ahead, Otherwise, you have to deal with fastballs that if you don't make the good location, good pitch, then those things happen. That was a shot to left field.
Here's Smoke, who doubled into the right field corner. It actually bounced up over the wall for a ground rule double. A lot of pitches for Parker. That was number 70. High pop up right side of the diamond. Carter and Weeks has it.
Glad Jamal was there.
I think Chris Carter was glad that Jamal was there.
I don't know if Chris didn't want to have anything to do with it or just.
Now batting.
I mean, it's not that time of the night where it's tough to pick up a fly ball. I guess maybe Chris just wants to hit them. He doesn't want to try to catch them.
Here's Carlos Peguero, who struck out swinging on 3 pitches in the second inning. 3 changeups. He swung the exact same way at each one of them and made no contact.
First pitch fastball outside. Second pitch changeup.
So, do you think the first pitch fastball being out of the strike zone done on purpose? With this guy?
It could have been. I mean, you got to come back as he finally took one. But I think he's definitely the type of hitter that he's going to be aggressively swinging, as we noted last night. Swing hard, hope to make contact. Thought he's going to get a fastball there and swung at the motion of Parker. I guess you could say if he makes contact, who knows how far the ball will travel, but with those swings on the changeup, it's kind of tough. Another changeup.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out for the second time. Peguero's got no clue against Jared Parker. 2 strikeouts, both swinging. 4-1 Mariners on the Wells home run. Chris Carter on his first career walk-off home run. He said, that was way better than I expected, having all the fans just stand up and cheer for you. It's a moment you dream about. All right. It was fun.
But how quickly another day comes around, and
baseball just get right back to business. Huh?
You have to get back quickly.
First pitch to Cespedes is a changeup, and he swings and misses.
Chili Davis said it best in talking about Cespedes and Chris Carter. He said it's hard to put them in the same hitting group for batting practice because Carter's swing is so nice and easy. Cespedes is just violent. Swings hard, hits a bad head through the zone. So that's part of being a hitting coach, that you want to make sure that you don't have same guys in the top of a hitting group, which they split up the groups, 3 to 4 groups for batting practice. And
left field, but Wells on the move. He makes the catch. How about this last night, Ray? This is Manolo Hernandez Doan, who does Spanish radio for the Athletics, and listen to his call of Chris Carter's walk-off home run. It's awesome.
La carrera de victoria está en los pies de Reddick.
¡Batazo largo! ¡Largo! ¡Kilométrico! ¡Al bosque izquierdo! ¡Ni siquiera tiene que mirar para atrás el jardinero! ¡Home run el batazo!
That's beautiful.
That was awesome. There he is. There's Manolo. Nice job.
Well, that was a great call. And he, of course, just as we saw, a no-doubter, and jumped on it.
It was.
Kind of reminded me of my days in Venezuela. They never understood what they were talking about, but boy, they got excited.
High to right field. Ichiro is right there. Now he drifts back a little bit. Carter is retired, and that's out number 2.
Nice thing about Chris Carter and the swings that he has taken, 2 in Texas and of course the one last night, it's not like he's trying to come out of his shoes to swing and hit home runs. It's just kind of a natural, easy swing, and that's what's going to make it special for him. Sneaky fastball got on him a little quicker maybe than what he thought.
So here's Johnny Gomes. And a base hit taken away from him by Ryan, the shortstop. Well, the Rangers won that game at the bottom of the 10th inning. Nelson Cruz doubled home Adrian Beltre for a walk-off win in Arlington, Texas, 4, the Twins 3. So the losing streak is over.
Cannot expect them to lose every day, especially at home. Josh Hamilton at least left the game last night with back spasms. Sure, Brian could tell us if he played tonight or not. Quickly.
Yeah, Brian's good up here.
What does initials BI stand for?
Outside corner strike. So 2-2 the count to Gomes.
Hamilton 1 for 4. Thanks, Brian. He did play.
Brian's like radar on MASH.
Yeah, right.
So swing and a miss. Gomes is the second strikeout victim for Vargas. 4-1 Mariners after 4. One in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the fourth for Seattle. Ryan, Ackley, and Ichiro.
And a lot of pitches for Jarrod Parker. 77th will be the first offering in this inning.
And it's a breaking ball that's low. Ryan had the big hit in this game, a 2-run double in the second. And he lines this one into the glove of Brandon Inge for out number 1. All right, here's our trivia question for tonight. It's brought to you by AT&T. Name the 2 Hall of Famers who hit, pinch hit, walk-off hits for the Athletics.
Number 13, Dustin Athlete.
Walk-off home runs, I should say. Hall of Famers who hit pinch hit, walk-off home runs for the Athletics. 2 of them. Well, you could narrow it down by Hall of Famers. That would probably be the.
And did he say Oakland A's Hall of Famers or just A's Hall of Famers? Just A's.
Just
You
A's.
got to go back to Double X. Jimmy Fox. So, Delayer's got to go back to Philadelphia. Hall of Famers there. Got Reggie. Look at the retired numbers of the Hall of
That's
Famers
the
in
place
Oakland.
to start.
Yeah. And Brian would probably tell us the Hall of Famers for the Philadelphia A's, right?
Already has. Weeks times is late. He's got the soft line drive, 2 outs. It was not hit very hard.
No, it wasn't. On the hands, as Ackley was jammed, and Jamal, a little hang time as he started his jump, and please stay up, and looked like he's going to have to jump high, and then didn't. Timed it perfectly, and again, it's like a ball back to a pitcher. Can't tell if it's hit hard, jammed into the bat. Same with an infield.
2 outs for Ichiro, who has struck out and hit a ball into the gap in right center that Reddick made a beautiful diving play on. Sorry, right?
Taking batting practice, hitting shot after shot in the right field bleachers. In batting practice, he just kind of geared up almost like a third place hitter.
Ray, he is in the worst hitless streak of his career. He's 0 for his last 23.
Well, that is bad. I've never heard of that.
It's hard to imagine Ichiro going 23 at bats without getting a hit. He's got different ways to get hits, certainly.
The one thing you'd figure that speed and bunts, but he doesn't do. Josh Reddick took a hit away from him. Ichiro has done that to a lot of opposing hitters. Josh Reddick did it to Ichiro. Outstanding two-handed catch.
And there's the hit for Ichiro, so that breaks the 0 for 23 stretch. 2 out single.
But another 3-2 count, and 3-1 to Ackley, 3-2 to Ichiro. A couple of 3-2s last inning. Just shows you more and more that when a pitcher takes the mound, it can be one of those games where everything's working perfectly. Of course, in the starts for Jarrod Parker, Jarrod Blevins starts to get loose. He's been exceptional with his starts in his major league career. Well, you take the mound and maybe warming up in your bullpen, you just feel, well, it's just not there tonight. So as many pitches as he has pitching into the 5th inning says a lot.
Ichiro gets back in a close play.
Ichiro was not running. He was standing still, had to hurry up and get back. Well, that play was taking place. Cespedes retrieved an overthrown ball down left field. Nobody even knew. Didn't have to stop the game.
So 2-0 the count to Saunders. Outfield shifted around toward right. Cespedes way over in the left center field. Saunders a walk and a strikeout. He scored a run in the first. Ichiro goes. Wow. And the throw to second base is just a bit late. And Ichiro has the steal. It's his 12th of the year.
What a great jump he had. Kurt Suzuki made it very close. But Ichiro, by the time Kurt got the ball, he was half to 3/4 towards second base. And that quickly with a feet first slide. Able to get in. Pitch was out of the strike zone. 3-0.
.435 career steals now for Ichiro.
Remember, as Coco Crisp was going for the consecutive streak, Ichiro had 45. American League record. Vince Coleman with 50 overall. Surprisingly, he was almost thrown out, and he had a tremendous jump.
Yeah, you said it best. Uh-oh. Because it just didn't look like that Kurt was going to have any chance. So Saunders gets the walk, and Bob Melvin's coming out. Jaso, a left-handed hitter, is due up.
94 pitches, and that's going to be the last one. He just not that sharp tonight, and the skipper trying to keep it right here, and more concerned about a W for the team.
So when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and tune up your oil change, tune up, and smog experts.
The call to the bullpen.
Dog Day at the Park, presented by Evaderm Adams and Nylabone. Fans are invited to bring their dogs to the park as the A's host the New York Yankees at 7:05. This year's event will feature a pregame pup rally to parade around the field. The rally begins at 5:20, where each dog will receive a goodie bag. For more information and to register for this event, go to oaklandathletics.com/dogday.
So 4 2/3 innings for Parker. He'd have 6 strikeouts, but only 1 3-up, 3-down inning, and that was the third. 2 on, 2 out. And the first pitch to Jaso is outside. Ichiro at second, Saunders at first. 2-out rally for Seattle. There's extra innings last night. The A's used 4 relievers, but Blevins was not one of them. It was Doolittle, Norberto, Balfour, and Cook, the 4 that were used. Good speed, both Ichiro and Saunders. Jaso takes outside 2-0.
Well, Travis Blackley has been pitching great for the Athletics, the former Mariner, but he is in the bullpen and he's starting to throw now. And of course, as a starter, he's been a reliever, but more in the rotation now. But because he is not going to make a start before the end of the break, which the A's resume play next Friday in Minnesota, and he is in the bullpen tonight. He actually got up to get loose last night in the extra inning game that he was going to come in late, but it's a nice guy to have in the bullpen. If the A's do need some length out of the pen, then he would be the guy.
3-0 pitch, and there's a strike. And the A's announced, Bob Melvin announced that back from the All-Star break Friday, Saturday, Sunday in Minnesota. It'll be Griffin on Friday, Malone on Saturday, Parker on Sunday. And there's the walk. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And the Mariners' leading RBI man, Kyle Seager, is going to hit. So this becomes a very important at bat. You do not want this lead to grow anymore.
Well, the frustration you see in Jared Parker, and you just said the rotation, that means he's got 8 days before he picks up the ball again. And of course, he wanted to have a good long outing tonight as he goes into the break, but now he's got to think about tonight.
First pitch to Seager. And he takes a big swing to the screen, and it's 0-1. Seager has hit 2 fly balls to right field. One was in foul territory. Reddick made a nice running catch. Ichiro, Saunders, Jaso are your runners. Foul ball, this one down the left field line.
There's no doubt with the confidence the A's have as a team. Nice 5-game winning streak, playing very good baseball, back to 500. This is where the pitching is important to keep it as close as possible, because these guys have to be thinking they're going to find a way to come back. That's why this at bat, actually the at bat by Saunders, or Jaso, that is, the lefty that first batter that Blevins faced, very important. This is even bigger in this particular situation.
Drilled right center field. Coco on the move. Nobody's going to get it, and this is going to clear the bases. 1 run scores, 2 runs score, 3 runs score, and it's 7-1. Mariners lead.
Exactly what the A's did not need. A hanging curveball on an 0-2 pitch to Seager. Wow. And it was a hanger. It wasn't a sharp breaking one to try to get him to chase.
Number 33.
Started to swing, hung right there for him, and well, that's a very good swing. 0-2. Not a very good pitch though.
So that hurts.
That hurts big time. All this was 2 outs. First 2 outs on basically 6 pitches. And then Ichiro on the 3-2, the walk, and the bases clearing double.
Wells takes a strike. So Seager gets RBIs 50, 51, and 52. Wells has had a big night. Singleton scored in the 2nd, hit a solo home run in the 4th. Six runs, 5 earned. So Parker, it's the closing line, 94 pitches.
Last time he gave up this many runs was against his former team, the Diamondbacks, in Phoenix. A nice stretch for the young right-hander. That's a long time to think about when he starts. It's not like the regular season where you have 4 to 5 days, 4 days actually, but just not a good night.
So 1-2 to Blevins. Ray, you think this is a situation where Bob Melvin just wants Blevins to get through this inning and then maybe get Blackley in the game?
Exactly.
And it was that way with when he was facing Jaso.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing. Jaso, and then walked him, and then to get to Seager. And it's kind of an early situational pitching for Jerry Blevins, but
big spot,
a huge spot, because Alabama made the move trying to shut the Mariners down, keep it a 3-run game.
Well, swings and misses, but damage done. Kyle Seager with a bases clearing triple, so it's 7-1 Mariners after 4.5. Question and answer. Name the 2 Hall of Famers who hit pinch hit walk-off home runs for the Athletics. Jimmy Fox, Ray, you're right again. Way back in 1928, he did it against the Tribe. And then Rickey Henderson in 1995 did it against the Seattle Mariners. Always fun looking at Rickey's resume.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for
Rickey
the Athletics.
probably in that game led off the game with a home run and then ended it with a home run.
Over 3,000 hits. Just 3 shy of 300 career home runs. So bottom of the 5th inning. Work to be done now for the Athletics as Jason Vargas has a 7-1 lead. Inge, Hicks, and Suzuki.
And he's only thrown 52 pitches. That first one to Brandon Inge.
Seager charges to get a good hop, and Inge is retired. Angels have taken a 1-0 lead. Going to the bottom of the 5th inning over the Orioles.
Now batting shortstop, number 18, Brandon Hicks.
As I told you earlier, the Texas Rangers won 4-3 in extra innings over the Twins. Nice play by Seager, backs up, throws, time. Hicks is retired. Seager's doing it all right now.
Yeah, Brendan Ryan was doing it all. Now turn it over to the other, on the left side of the infield.
Now batting the catcher, number 8.
So Suzuki hits with 2 outs. In that Rangers game, Hamilton hit his 27th, Beltre hit his 15th, and Josh Willingham hit number 19 for the Twins.
He's not an all-star. The other 2 are all-stars. He's not.
If he was with the Texas Rangers, he would be.
Well, maybe that's the case too. Is the Twins? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's just Joe Mauer, their only representative.
So yeah.
And since Josh Willingham was an outfielder, same with Josh Reddick, an outfielder. Washington didn't need outfielders. He had to take all those pitchers.
Strike to Kurt Suzuki. Suzuki hit a fly ball to center field in the 3rd inning. That one just misses down and away on 0-2. So Blackley still throwing. So he's going to come in the game at the top of the 6th inning. Curtin hangs in there. Pops that one foul.
Talked about the pitching earlier and how few runs they've been giving up, and it seems like a huge mountain to try to climb back from, because the A's pitchers have kept the ball club close. A nice little run to where they've pitching has been great, scoring just enough runs to win. Just have to score a few more tonight.
Foul tip. Suzuki strikes out. That's the 3rd strikeout for Vargas. So he has a shutdown inning. 7-1 Mariners after 5.
Tomorrow for 50s Turn Back the Clock Day. Plaza outfield tickets are available for only $5, and field level tickets are only $19.55. 10,000 fans will receive 1955 Oakland Oaks hat presented by Cash Creek Casino Resort. For more information, go to OaklandAthletics.com/Oaks. Enter coupon code OAKS, O-A-K-S, for these special internet-only offers. So good luck with these alternate gold jerseys tonight. Just think what you're going to see tomorrow. So Steve Lucinich really got some nice looking jerseys and uniforms for the Turn Back the Clock tomorrow. Ernie Broglio. What a major trade that was in '64.
That's right. Lou Brock, right?
Yeah, Lou Brock to the Cardinals for Ernie Broglio. He's a good man, Ernie Broglio.
Not his fault, right?
That's right.
He didn't make the trade. 6th inning, Travis Blackley takes over. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. He'll face Smoke, Peguero, and Ryan. Smoke loops one foul. So the count remains 0-2. Ray, you were talking about the All-Star game. And it looks like Bryce Harper is in. He was named as a replacement for Giancarlo Stanton, the right fielder for the Miami Marlins, who's injured. So Bryce Harper is indeed going to the All-Star game.
Does he take his spot in the home run derby?
No, McCutcheon from the Pirates is going to go into the home run derby. Strike 3 called, so Blackley retires the first man he faces.
Excellent curveball on 0-2. This is the type of curveball you throw that you can freeze the hitter, as Blackley did with a great 12-6 curveball to Smoke. Well, there's no doubt that Stanton's absence in the home run derby. I mean, I could just imagine the shots.
Oh,
I mean, the Kauffman Stadium might be saved because he's not in the derby.
I mean, I think of all the guys that were scheduled to be in the derby, he would probably be the one that would be most fun to watch.
Just to see how far and how hard he would hit this.
So he is not going to make it. So Bryce Harper, the youngest all-star position player ever. 19 years old. Position player. Figueroa hits a high pop-up left side. Hicks, the shortstop, is on. Now there were two younger players, Bob Feller and Dwight Gooden, both pitchers. So that's quite an honor for a really good young player, Bryce Harper.
Not for Bryce Harper too. He came up and was going to be there. Just what? Zimmerman was injured, so they bring him up for a little while. Come on, I mean, he's not going anywhere.
Nope.
And you know, those are tough decisions that managers and organizations have to make when they bring the future player that they figure is going to have a great career. They bring him up to let him get his feet wet, and all of a sudden his feet get real wet and enjoy great time in the big leagues. And his enthusiasm, and I thought what Mike Scioscia said about Mike Trout. I mean, they were just playing horrible baseball until he came up, and just the energy he brought. Good team, very good team, as we have seen with the Angels, great players. But Mike Trout just has that energy that is contagious. Not to mention he's off the charts in his production. So two 19-year-olds something in the All-Star game.
And I think it helps too with Harper. The Nationals are having a terrific season. I mean, they have the best record in the National League. Their old friend Gio Gonzalez won today for the Nationals. He is 12-3. Cued toward Carter. He's got it. And Travis Blackley has a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. The A's are at the top of the order. 7-1 Seattle. Light 6th inning. It's time for the Coors Light Freeze Cam. Yeah, there they are. Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. It's the world's most refreshing beer. 7-1, the Mariners lead. Bottom of the 6th inning from the Coliseum.
Center fielder, number 4, Coco Crisp.
So Coco Crisp will lead things off. Weeks and Reddick to follow. 7 in a row retired by Jason Vargas. That 7 in a row stretch started with the big double play ball off the bat of Josh Reddick. He's hit Crisp and Weeks aboard with 1 out. Reddick hitting to a 4-6-3 double play, and since then Vargas has had back-to-back 3 up, 3 down innings. Seager makes another nice play quickly across, and that's out number 1. Kyle Seager is handling all different kinds of hops over there at third. So Weeks will hit.
Well, towards the end of the bat, maybe cracked the bat, but he just backed up, took it to the side, and I think as great as he's going tonight, he can do anything and make a play. That's a great feeling to have. They look so young, don't they?
Yep. Couple of hard hit balls by Weeks tonight. Jemile makes me smile.
He's not smiling though.
His sign should say, not so much.
She didn't tell him what her sign said.
Vargas kicks in. 2-1 pitch towards Smoke, and Smoke's going to take it himself. Hustles to the bag and just beats Weeks for out number 2. Here's our Chevron pitching matchup for the series finale tomorrow. Felix Hernandez and Bartolo Colon. Hernandez an all-star again this year. He's 6-5. ERA 3.26, and Bartolo Colon makes his 17th start.
Josh Reddick.
Well, you said it in our pregame live show, Ray. That's why tonight's game was important, because you got to face Felix Hernandez tomorrow. That doesn't mean the A's can't beat him. They've done it before, and Colon's pretty good. But he is an all-star.
And it does really come down to the pitching. In this case, Bartolo Colon, because you know that runs would be at a premium with King Felix on the mound. So that's why Colon has to do his job.
It's going to be Wells, the left fielder, who's got it. 10 in a row retired by Vargas. We're headed to the 7th inning. It's the Seattle Mariners 7 and the Athletics 1. Here's our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question. This is a good one, Ray. Brad from Danville asks, why does the pitcher need a new baseball whenever the ball hits the dirt?
Well, he doesn't want the new one.
He does not.
Good pitchers don't ever want a new one when the ball hits the dirt. Typically, the ball hits the dirt, the hitter And in a lot of cases, too, the umpire will put a new ball into play, because good pitchers can take a scuffed baseball, one that hits the dirt, has a slight scuff on it, and make it do some unbelievable things.
Just that little scuff of the ball, right?
Exactly. And that's, you know, from the hitter standpoint, they will always want, or should always want, a new baseball if it hits the ground. But a lot of times, let's say Ackley hits a ball on the ground to an infielder, throw it to first base, get the out, they throw it right, stays in the game.
Sure.
But as soon as the ball hits the dirt, thrown by the pitcher to the hitter, they change baseballs because it's a scuff. But I've known pitchers who just beg for a scuff on the baseball because they can make it do magical things.
And would you say that every pitch that's thrown in the dirt, probably the ball is probably scuffed, right? I mean, pretty much every time.
Because the ball does hit the dirt and it will scuff it. It's you know, you can just, it's rubbed up. Baseballs are rubbed up anyway, but you get a scuff on it. Now that ball
that never hit the dirt.
No, hit the grass. But that ball will stay into play. But you're right, when the ball hits the dirt and home plate area, it will scuff it. And there have been catchers in the past who actually have been able to take a baseball when they catch it and before they return it, scuff it.
Sure.
Give it to the pitcher. But it's important that the ball is scuffed, and the pitcher has to know what to do with it, because he can turn the ball to get it to do certain things. Yeah. But the catcher has to know also, because he can call, catcher can call, say, a four-seam fastball outside corner. All of a sudden he puts the glove up and this thing just takes his dive bomb. You know, it really moves and can fool a catcher as much as a hitter.
So it's almost like taking a piece of sandpaper and just wiping it against the ball real quick.
And guys have tried that too and got caught. Exactly. But those are the guys, if they've had the sandpaper or done something in the glove where they can scuff the ball, they know what they're doing because they can scuff it in a certain spot. Yeah, there it goes.
Okay, so goes in the green bag.
Kevin Fennell has that black bag is the a bag of rubbed up baseballs. The green bag would be the game used balls that are thrown out by the umpire, and there's there. And if Kevin's real good when he takes the baseballs out for the A's pitchers, he can give them the scuffed baseballs.
That's right.
But he's not good to. Kevin's a good guy. Of course, we saw him down the left field line last year. Made history.
So that bag of balls that is scuffed, is it used for batting practice then, or?
You know, Casey Chavez is in charge of the baseballs. This is basic.
And Ichiro actually beats it easily. You could tell as soon as Carter took that first step to his right, it was going to be a very difficult play, and it's going to be a hit for Ichiro.
And it was Jamal Weeks' baseball too. It's a ball that typically, see a ball going right to Weeks, and if Carter goes to first base, there's no way, even if
number 55
Travis Blackley reacts quickly enough, he's trying to catch and touch the bag at the same time. He just can't do it. But Casey Chavez, bullpen catcher for the A's, he's in charge of the baseballs, and a lot of times they'll look at certain baseballs, and sure they'll use some for batting practice, but normally Steve Vucinich and all of the equipment managers, Ted Walsh on the visiting side, and they provide baseballs. Teddy will have baseballs that the A's provide and vice versa, traveling. But Casey will look at the baseballs if they're usable. He might use them in BP, but otherwise he puts them in a box, box them up as used baseballs, and they ship them out to the minor leagues and they use them. They don't go to waste, but typically major league hitters will hit what they call pearls for BP, brand new baseball.
So
not rubbed up.
You don't even want scuff ball nothing for big league BP.
No. And you could always hear the hitters talk about one of the coaches might be throwing a cut fastball for BP unintentional.
It's the last thing they want.
But my favorite guy, and you'll love this because I'm sure your brother Dwayne Cy Bynack in Cleveland. The old erasers.
Yes. softest batting practice baseballs ever.
Cy could take all these baseballs in this octagonal that was motorized and erase, put a whole bunch of erasers like you get for school kids, and throw the baseballs in there with whatever marks on them. And it just starts rotating. motorized, and all those erasers touch those baseballs, and you take a baseball and you look at it and say, hey, I got pros today, and then you hit it and it goes nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. It's soft.
But that's the way of saving baseball.
That's funny.
Cy, one of the greatest clubbies ever.
Yeah, Cy didn't always have a lot of money to work with either.
Cy knew what he had to do to keep his job and keep the baseballs ready for BP.
Clean the balls.
Yeah, with the old erasers, man. And the guys would be so upset they get them, they start throwing them in the stands, giving them away because they just. I mean, you want to build confidence as a hitter in BP, and you you hit a ball well, and you think, wow, that's going to go, and all of a sudden, you just puff ball.
Right.
But those are the old eraser balls. All the tricks.
That's why Dwayne only hit one home run. It's Cy's fault.
That's true.
Cy tried.
They probably, every time Dwayne came up, they would give some of the eraser balls.
That's right.
Rub them up.
That's the problem.
But Dwayne did not know they had been erased.
No.
And just erased his column of home runs. But he's got one. Got all the columns filled.
Huge lead for Ichiro. And there he goes. And Saunders hits a foul. Ichiro, he would have had that one stolen, I believe.
Well, he had to be going on first move because Blackley has such a good move. He's picked off 6. Last start got 2.
That went toward left field. Cespedes going back, still going back, and he makes the catch right at the warning track. So Ichiro back to first base, and there are 2 outs.
He quick pitched him, and Tanner Saunders hit it well. This time played very nicely by Cespedes. Took a nice route to the ball, with the ball slicing away from him from the left-handed hitter.
So here's Jaso. Jaso's been right in the middle of the scoring tonight for Seattle. A base hit in the first that went past Crisp for an error. A run scored on that play. And then he walked in the 5th and scored on the Seager triple. The Mariners playing without Jesus Montero again tonight. He's got a mild concussion. So I would imagine he would play tomorrow either. Get the 4 days off for All-Star break.
And it's a good rule. They have a new rule that if there are any concussion symptoms, that 7-day disable is not the typical 15-day DL. So it allows the player to make sure. And that's the case of Brian Roberts. He took about a year and
back on the DL again.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's because of that.
No, I think it was a groin injury, a leg injury for him now. But Justin Morneau didn't get hit, but hit the knee of an infielder. He was on the disabled list for a long time. Concussion symptoms.
So 3-1 to Jaso. It's Kyle Seager. He's hoping to get a chance to hit. Breaking ball on 3-1, and it's in for a strike. So now 3-2 the count. And Ichiro's going to take off. There he goes, and it's a swing and a miss by Jaso. So Blackley. Jaso strikes out, a runner stranded. 7th inning stretch from the Coliseum. The Mariners with a 7-1 lead. Jason Vargas and the Mariners. Mariners trying to even up this game, this series at a game apiece. Vargas has retired 10 straight. He has walked 1, struck out 3, and he has thrown only 69 pitches. So the A's need to get something going soon against Vargas. A little delay as home plate umpire Bill Welke is going to go talk to A's manager Bob Melvin. Not quite sure what it's about.
Maybe the backdrop signage?
Yeah, maybe. We're being told that maybe the signage could be an issue because right now it's white. Yeah. And that would make sense from an infielder standpoint.
Well, the A's will try anything they can. Try to distract a hitter or an infielder.
I think Johnny Combs just said, just pull it down.
And of course, now everybody's just waiting for that sign to appear, and that's great advertising. Yeah, that's good TV there. Well, we're waiting for their promo. We'll tell you,
promo, right?
The A's will host the Chevron STEM Zone at the Coliseum Friday, July the 20th through Sunday, July 22nd, when the A's play the New York Yankees. Chevron, in partnership with the Exploratorium in San Francisco, has created the STEM Zone, which introduces science, technology, engineering, and mathematics to children through baseball. Visit the Chevron STEM Zone near Section 200. For game tickets, visit OaklandAthletics.com. That took us 2 innings to read that last night, so Delaire cut it down to make it.
A's hitting coach Chili Davis is thinking that maybe he can pull this off, and maybe not.
Somebody have a green magic marker?
You know who's going to end up taking care of this because he takes care of just about everything around here?
Clay Wood.
David Renetti.
Oh, Renetti. Oh, yeah.
He's a fixer. Yeah. He's the fix-it guy.
Somebody may take a bat to it. And that might be Renetti. Consider the day he's had.
Yeah, David's worked hard today.
Yeah. There's Clay Wood ground crew. Somebody just take a bat and beat on it, and maybe it'll roll it up or roll down. But the backdrop signage, all new for baseball, of course. You can see it in all parks, so that the television cameras and the center field shots show the hitter, the catcher, the pitcher, but in the backdrop, you'll see the signage.
Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
And that's why we're showing it right there. Round, whatever. Oh, there it is. Round table. So they're getting it.
They do make a pretty good pizza, though.
Hey, yeah. Maybe the Fosse Posse's having some.
Yeah, see, they even eat what you eat, right? A little over 16,000 at the ballpark. See, what's great about those kids, Ray? They're not that concerned about the score being 7-1. They're just having a good time.
And they just wanted to maybe, as they say, extend the game, drag it out, so we can stay here longer.
Go to bed. That's right. Now the umpires are chatting out in front of home plate. Problem with this, though, Ray, is a lot of the fans are probably not quite sure what the delay is.
Yeah, they're agreeing that it's not going to affect them, and it shouldn't. I mean, come on.
They're checking. Well, and you know what? The umpires are doing the right thing. They're checking with the infielders.
Right. And checked with the manager, Eric Wedge, and he's got a 7-1 lead. He doesn't want his pitcher to stand out there too long.
Yeah.
So let's go. Give him a few more warm-up tosses. And
well, if you think about where that is, looks to me like it would be middle infielders that would probably be affected by that. Am I right there, right?
Well, you're exactly right. And plus, when the ball leaves and any of those white shirts behind home plate, you can't tell those people to leave.
Yeah, that's true.
And you see a sunny afternoon game, there's so many light-colored shirts in the stands that it's amazing that anybody can see a ball leaving. And that's why at times you'll see guys get late jumps because the ball gets lost in the backdrop and the clothing. So maybe it's a ploy by the A's to slow down Vargas.
Now it's on the move.
Now they have to stop it at the right time.
Ackley and Ryan are going,
That's funny. Oh, they just passed it. Then it went back to White. I bet it's all automated because it passed the table part.
Got a mind of its own.
Yeah, and just kept going.
So 1-1 the count. Cespedes a walk and a fly ball to left field. Will be followed by Carter and Gomes. I think it's found its home, right?
Found it.
And a good pitch there as Vargas, almost like he took a little off the fastball, and
yeah, not a true changeup. Yeah. You're right.
Good location. Angels leading the Orioles 2-0, bottom of the 7th inning. Cespedes skies one to left. Going back is Wells, and he is under it, and he makes the catch. Thought it had a chance, but kind of hung up.
Yeah, at 87, and you have to provide your own power, and up in the zone just enough that I thought maybe Cespedes had gotten enough. Got under it. Powerful swing, but too much elevation and not enough distance. And kind of hesitated, thinking maybe he had hit enough.
So one out here in the bottom of the 7th for Chris Carter. First pitch to Carter is in first strike. Carter a ground out to third and a fly ball to right. Carter now 6 for 14 with, of course, the 3 home runs since he did the big leagues. So Carter with 3 home runs, Moss with 10. So your first base position at 13 home runs right around the All-Star break. That's not bad.
Is that diamond level? Diamond level, all you can eat.
Man. What a great scene, huh? And a changeup and a good one, and Carter swings and misses. Strikeout number 4 for Vargas. So he is locked in.
That's the pitch of Chris Carter. Any hitter's going to have to be concerned with, and that's a good changeup, especially down out of the strike zone. So tonight we're seeing with Jason Vargas what we've seen last night with Tommy Milone and even Jared Parker, his changeup. When it's effectively working, it's down in the zone, out of the zone, to where hitters are swinging over it. If they make contact, they beat it in the ground.
First pitch to Johnny Gomes. Swing and a miss.
Exact opposite tonight in what the A's saw from Vargas up in Seattle. He was featuring fastball after fastball. Tonight, changeup master.
And how many breaking balls you think he's thrown? 5 at the most.
He's making his changeup look exactly like his fastball.
That changeup 78 miles an hour. That one actually looked like it tailed away from Gomes.
But it's out of the strike zone. You swing at his delivery. That's what happens.
And he went right back to it. Side retired. Vargas isn't sure how many outs there are. I can tell him. There's 3. And he has retired 13 in a row. 7-1 Seattle. Well, the Bay Area Barbecue Championship held right here at the Coliseum this afternoon. One of the judges was Johnny Gomes. What a great job.
Check out the lid.
I go up because we got to go up.
Johnny Gomes. And of course, Johnny, not surprised with Oakland Please. Johnny, of course, down the clubhouse. Steve Bustinch, Brian Davis, all the crew had all his food. I noticed right in the middle of the table, barbecue chicken, barbecued pulled chicken.
Oh.
And Johnny, with the barbecue, as a judge, brought it in right in the middle of the clubhouse. So the guys got a chance to snack on it. And had some myself, and it was pretty good.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Well, maybe you were honoring the All-Star game a little bit too, since it's in Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City barbecue. Karen and I walked around in the barbecue a little bit today before coming in. A lot of excitement, a lot of people enjoying the food and tastings, and so it was nice. And they had something else going on in another parking lot, and David Redding said, "I'm tired."
Music was playing loud.
Wow. David Renetti all over the place.
1-2 to Seager. Jamal Weeks backs up to get a good hop, and Seager is retired. So one out here in the top of the 8th inning.
This is where Travis Blackley has become very valuable to the Athletics. Of course, he was picked up from the Giants and he's in the bullpen, but he pitched so well out of the pen that they put him in the rotation where he has been for about 6 starts. And with the All-Star break and the 4-day break, he's not going to be used. So with his versatility, goes to the bullpen and really saving the rest tonight. After Parker started, Levens for a third of an inning. Now it's been Blackley and trying to finish it up. Trying to see if the A's can come back. Blackley doing his job. The former Mariner.
2 1/3 so far.
Early.
There's a changeup from Blackley, and a good one. The Yankees and the Red Sox had a doubleheader today. Yankees won game 1 6-1. And the Red Sox came back and won the nightcap 9-5.
A lot of home runs hit.
Oh.
Andrew Jones, a couple this afternoon.
The Yankees hit 7 home runs today. 4 in game 1, 3 in game 2. Yeah, Andrew Jones hit 2 in the first game, 1 in the second.
And did Teixeira hit 1 in the first inning, a 3-run shot? Was that I was told that it was a single and then by Jeter and then Granderson, and then Teixeira 3-run shot.
Game 2, yeah.
Game
Teixeira
2,
hit his 15.
So they had an early lead, just couldn't hold it.
They did.
That's Phil Hughes on the mound.
Yeah, Hughes got the loss. Dubron got his 9th win. So a split in that. The doubleheader at Fenway.
The old day-night doubleheader. Second game started at the original time, which was a 7:05 this afternoon. Of course, the first game.
Big breaking ball, swing and a miss by Casper Wells, and that's out number 2.
Chevrolet is driving more value this season with Chevy Free Parking Tuesdays. Every Tuesday home game, with the exception of premium games and dual events at the arena, you'll pay nothing to park, courtesy of Chevy. See your Northern California Chevy dealer for the award-winning lineup of Chevy cars, trucks, and crossovers. For more information, visit OaklandAthletics.com/Tuesday. Next one will be after the break. The A's will head back to the Twin Cities, and then back, I want to say, a week from Tuesday to be the Rangers in town for game.
Yep, it's the Texas on the 17th and 18th, and then the Yankees come in for 4. So 2 games set with Texas, 4 games set with New York. So that's a good homestand. One and 1 to Justin Smoke, who's 1 for 3, doubled and scored in the second. Popped out in the 4th, struck out in the 6th. This one It's hit down the right field line, but it'll be fouled. Angels added another run in the bottom of the 7th. They lead the Orioles 3-0 going to the top of the 8th. Jared Weaver on the mound. The big hats are out. Blackley grabs it. He'll flip it to first. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down inning for Travis Blackley. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's still 7-1 Seattle.
On the upper deck? No way!
Here's our game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. It was a 1-1 game, but Brendan Ryan with a big hit. He bounces a 2-run double into the left field corner. That was in the 2nd inning. Then in the 4th inning, Casper Wells, a solo home run, his 4th of the year. That extended the Mariners' lead. And then the biggest hit in the game, a bases-loaded triple by Kyle Seager. And that turned a 4-1 game into a 7-1 game. So Seager has the big hit. 7-8-0 for Seattle. 1-4-1 for the Athletics. And Jared Parker, 6 runs allowed, 5 earned. And for the Mariners, their starting pitcher Jason Vargas has been very good, and he is back out there. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts for Vargas.
84 pitches. He's going to be out there a while. No reason for him to change. He's trying to do something, and it's amazing how exciting baseball the A's have been playing because they've been low-scoring games. The A's have been coming back if they're down late in the game, but this one, the big hit by Seager, really changed everything. As the A's can do something in this inning.
Brandon Inge tonight, a fly ball to center field and a bounce out to 3rd. So he is 0 for 6 in the series, and he drops this one into right center field, and that's a base hit. So Inge is aboard, and it's the A's first hit since the 3rd inning.
A good start. Change up outside. Brandon Inge extended, and instead of trying to pull the ball, went with it. The acoustics aren't that good. That sounded like a broken bat. I don't think it was. You know, just maybe sound like a crack, but. And Inge going to the opposite field very nicely with a changeup. So that's ends that nice streak that Vargas had going.
So here's Hicks. Hicks checks his swing, does not go around. Strikeout and a ground out for Brandon Hicks. And a miss and a fastball on the outside corner.
Said many times you're facing a left-hander. I think of Jamie Moyer, great lefty, and of course Jason Vargas pitching this way. So many right-handed hitters against him. If you don't think opposite field, you pull off as Brandon Hicks just did. You have to think opposite field. If he does that, then it's a waste pitch. It's just trying to show something inside, but ultimately trying to go back outside. And if he can get a right-handed hitter to open the hips and open up, try to pull the outside pitch, it's exactly what he wants to accomplish, especially get a ground ball. He's had a whole bunch tonight.
And there's the changeup, and it's 2-2.
10 ground ball outs and putting a couple of double plays.
Hicks takes that one, so now full count.
And if a guy doesn't throw 95, and a lot of lefties with this kind of changeup don't, then you could sit back and wait, think opposite field, still react on a fastball inside. But ideally, he wants to stay away. Kurt Suzuki knows that's job of catching, doing the same thing. Especially with a huge hole on the right side. If he stays out there, just go that way.
And he hits it towards second base, and that's a double play. 4-6-3. Hicks hits into the double play. So third double play turned by the Mariners tonight, and they have turned 5 double plays in the first 2 games of this series.
Ball 4 of the changeup. Adam Hicks went at it, trying to go to the right side, but right to the second baseman.
So Suzuki hits. Now the base is empty, 2 outs. Kurt lines one to left field. Well, he hit it right on the button, but right at Casper Wells. Suzuki's 0 for 3, and the A's are done in the bottom of the 8th.
Time now for the AT&T U-verse reverse replay. How about Josh Reddick? Should be an all-star. He's not. 20th home run. Change up down and in. That was early first inning. That tied the game after the Mariners had scored a run on the top half of the first. But Josh Reddick, as he did against Matsusaka, when his former team was in town, hit a home run tonight. He tied it as he did against Matsusaka and the Red Sox. So Josh Reddick with 20 home runs and 42 driven in, and he will be enjoying the All-Star break. Maybe he's mad. Maybe he's angry. That's all right. Maybe he could use the 4 days off.
When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Evan Scribner comes in for his 4th appearance. So Scribner takes over for Blackley, who went 3 innings, gave up just 1 hit. So Scribner to face Peguero, Ryan, and then the top of the order, Ackley. a miss by Figueroa, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a pop out to short.
He's got to be happy to see something other than changeups. Even though he swung and missed the first fastball he saw.
Maybe he swings and misses a lot.
He wants to see the changeup.
Wow.
Right over the top. Scribner with a fastball. No stride. The big guy. No contact. From the big hook now. There it is. So the changeup and the hook. And Scribner has a good one. And a good fastball. And then just pulled the string. Over the top curveball. Again, just a very, very small stride by the big guy. Maybe protect him with a couple of strikes, but the curveball kind of backed up a little bit on him. No contact again.
So 1 out. That's 11 strikeouts for A's pitchers tonight. Tack that on the 14 they had last night. So lots of swings and misses thanks to the A's pitching staff in the first 2 games of this series. Speaking of swings and misses, as I'm looking, so 11 strikeouts, and it looks like all but 1 are swinging strikeouts.
Smoke on the curveball.
That's the only one. Ryan with another hit. Lines one to right field. So Brendan Ryan is 2 for 4, and that's hit number 9 for the Seattle Mariners.
Well, Chris Chambliss, the Mariners hitting coach, has to be happy with the production tonight.
Now batting, number 13, Dustin Ackley.
A couple of hits from Ryan, hitting the 9th spot, but no doubt Seager might be the Ackley of last year. Yeah. Seager this year having a great season. There is the snatcher, they called him. Teammate in Cleveland, Rookie of the Year. Good man.
Ackley toward right center, medium deep. Reddick, plenty of time, gets there. So Dustin Ackley's struggles continue. He is 0 for 5 in tonight's game.
One of the biggest walk-off home runs you'd ever see. Yankee Stadium against the Kansas City Royals.
Number
there were so many people
Ichiro
that came onto the field when Chris Chambliss hit the walk-off home run. It was a mob scene.
One of them got it. Knocked one of them. I think he knocked a couple guys out.
Never did touch home plate. Had to go back out. Just great hitter, though. Great hitter, and he, along with Greg Nettles, playing for the Tribe early 70s, and ended up going to the Yankees, having big years.
So Chambliss, Nettles, Fossey, that's a pretty good middle of the order. Guy should have won more, right? What was the problem?
Well, 2 guys went to New York, and the other came to Oakland.
So you just didn't have enough time to get. Carter has it. That's a fair ball right on the bag. Side retired. So we're going to the bottom of the 9th. Lots of work to do for the A's. They trailed the Mariners 7-1. Well, the story tonight is a couple of big hits by the Mariners and the pitching of the left-hander Jason Vargas, 29 years old, and he has been very good. 8 innings, 5 hits, just 1 run, and he's trying for a complete game. Last complete game was right here at the Coliseum, July 6, 2011, and it was a loss. So he will try to do it, starting with the top of the A's order. 95 pitches right now for Vargas. A couple of hits tonight for Coco Crisp. And he's got another as he lines it right up the middle. So Coco is aboard. Leadoff single here in the 9th inning.
Well, a couple of hits up the middle. Boy, stayed back perfectly on the outside fastball from Vargas. And as we always talk about, 1, 5, and 9, the 3 important innings for a starting pitcher. For Tommy Milone, last night's starter, experiencing that in his first ever complete game. Any pitcher that pitched into the 9th inning, bullpen quiet all night for the Mariners. So it's up to Vargas to try to complete what he started.
First pitch is a strike on the outside corner, 2 weeks. He's thrown as many as 111 pitches this year. So he's still got a little bit left. The bullpen is quiet. On the ground to Ryan, and he'll flip to second. Back to first, dug out by Smoke, and that's another double play turned by the Mariners. Make it 4 tonight. Well, if you're going for complete game and it's the 9th inning, there's nothing better than a double play ground ball.
Especially after leadoff single.
So here's Reddick, who has accounted for the A's only run in this game. It was a 2-out home run in the very first inning. His 20th of the year. And Reddick goes after the first pitch, fouls it back.
Got Vargas for 14 ground ball outs. Got in that last double play.
Well, yeah, you get 4 double play grounders. There's 8 outs right there. So Vargas 1 out away from his 8th win of the year. Slider down and away. If Reddick were to get aboard, Cespedes would hit. This one's looped to left field, and Wells slides and he can't get it. He had it for a moment, and Reddick's aboard.
Same thing he did last night in the 9th inning, or the 11th inning, that is, off of Perez. Looked one, but Wells maybe didn't have to dive for this ball, because it was ball that stayed up, charged it nicely. He didn't have to dive, and I think there the slide, not a dive but a slide, hurt him. Maybe he lost sight of the ball, but this ball's waist high. There's no reason to slide for that, and game should have been over. But I assume a base hit.
Yep.
A gift.
So the first pitch to Cespedes is a strike. Cespedes, a walk and a couple of fly balls to left field as he fouls this one back. Reddick was on the move. So 0-2 to Yoenis. Both the Rangers and the Angels have won their games tonight. Reddick runs again, and the pitch is way high. So Reddick at second now as he goes on defensive indifference. Pitch number 107 coming up, and that's the last pitch of the ball game. Cespedes swings and misses. So Vargas with a complete game victory. He strikes out 6. He allows 7 hits, and he was very good tonight.